Hi, I'm Carl.
And I'm Aziz.
And welcome to CNN10. Today, we're going to start off with a story of a hero who made the ultimate sacrifice to save the lives of his fellow classmates. At the Highlands Ranch STEM School, 18-year-old Kendrick Castillo was fatally shot after charging an armed shooter. He was followed by two other students, one of which, Brendan Bailey, wrestled the gun from the shooter's hand, and the other students subdued him. Another student was apprehended by a school security guard nearby. The security guard who detained the second armed suspect was employed at Boss High-Level Protection. The owner, Grant Whitus, told the reporters that the security guard was a former Marine who ran to the area of the shootings and confronted one of the armed students. The attackers were identified as 18-year-old Devin Erickson and 16-year-old Maya McKinney. The two students walked into the STEM school through the doors without metal detectors and opened fire. The attack happened only a few miles away from Columbine High School, just weeks after the 20th anniversary of the massacre. Authorities have not released the motives of the shooters, and people are again questioning whether or not the government should control guns in the USA.
10-second trivia. Which of these popular video game franchises has made the most money? A. Metal Gear, B. Super Smash Bros., C. Bejeweled, or D. Elder Scrolls? The answer is B. Super Smash Bros. After becoming a growing online celebrity, the stress of satisfying hundreds of thousands of viewers can overwhelm one person. This may be what has recently happened to Desmond Amofa, better known by his name online, Etika. Etika is a video game live streamer who has been on YouTube for a few years, and has since hit it big with his streams and videos. While he has live streamed many different video games, he has a focus on Nintendo's games, namely Super Smash Bros. However, just as his online career was rising at astronomical rates in October of 2018, his YouTube channel was deleted due to him posting some inappropriate content. At the same time, he made this message to his Reddit followers with seemingly suicidal implications. People became very concerned, and so some of Etika's personal friends were soon able to confirm that he was alright. On October 26th, his ex stated that Etika was now in a mental hospital and was getting help. Not long after, he finally returned to streaming and explained that this was a new beginning, and that the previous post to Reddit had been a metaphor for his old self dying. Cut to mid-April of 2019. On the 16th, Etika tweeted this message. His ex, Alice, came to his apartment and tried to reason with him. Eventually, she called the police, and Etika was once again put in a hospital for a few days. On April 29th, Etika continued acting strange again, except this time things had escalated further than ever before. Once again, his YouTube channel was taken down for the same reasons as in October. Now Etika began repeatedly tweeting hundreds of messages throughout the next couple of days, ending on May 1st. These tweets included a variety of messages, some of which were simply memes, but others were much less typical. Many times he claimed to be a god. He stated that he was above others. He said that the world was ending. He tagged uninvolved people, and the list goes on and on. Things got out of hand to the point where Etika's Twitter account became the #1 trending topic on Twitter for a while. The same day that this latest outburst of tweets began, April 29th, was when the next crazy thing happened. Because of the threats of suicide, the police yet again came to Etika's apartment door. To show that he was okay, he began a live stream on Instagram that showed the next half hour of events plainly. In short, Etika would not open the door of his apartment because he felt threatened by the police. A personal friend of his was out his window with the police and a mental health professional, but they couldn't convince Etika to come down and out of his room. After a half hour, the police broke down his door and some SWAT team members came in, handcuffed Etika, and brought him downstairs. He was on this stretcher as he chanted to the crowds his popular phrase, "Joy-Con boys." He was detained, not arrested, and was yet again brought to a hospital to recover his mental health. This was not the end. The tweets kept coming, and only a day after, Etika was released from the hospital. Why so soon, the public doesn't know. On April 30th, the popular YouTube content creator Keemstar managed to set up an interview with Etika on his show Drama Alert. This interview can easily be summarized since it consists of Etika rambling about how he became a god, and that you too can become one by eating 4,000 milligrams of potassium per day. Keemstar stated that he frequently eats bananas, which contain a lot of potassium, but Etika rebutted, proclaiming that bananas aren't going to cut it. Salads are the best way to go. Other than this conversation, all that happened was Etika frequently interrupted serious questions by yelling, "Shut up," and would continue to say similar messages to what was contained in his various recent tweets. On the 1st of May, the most recent event, and most likely the last one in a while about this mess, occurred. For reasons not yet revealed to the public, Etika got involved in a physical confrontation with an NYPD officer, as shown by a video on Twitter. With crowds in the background adding to the havoc, Etika threw a punch that knocked down an officer on the ground. Because of this, Etika was for the last time as of now detained and put back into the psychiatric ward at the hospital. This time the doctor assured Etika's ex that he's not going to be leaving there anytime soon. After this, Etika's tweets finally stopped, and nothing has been posted since. While assaulting a police officer is a Class C felony with penalties of up to 15 years in prison and a $5,000 fine, Etika has not been charged for anything. With the creation of the internet in the 90s, people like Etika are now able to make a living off of online content. The effects this can have on a person may be showing with this case, since these actions Etika has taken match up with symptoms of the mental disorder called mania. Hopefully, Desmond Amofa, aka Etika, is finally after all this time getting the help that he needs to get back to his old self. The most common view between his viewers is that, due to stress from needing to satisfy the wants of thousands of fans online, Desmond's mental health unfortunately began to deteriorate. He spent a long time not seeking any sort of help, which led to this fiasco. A person's mental well-being is a very serious thing, and without it, that person isn't themselves anymore. So whether or not he tries to come back to the internet and social media, Desmond needs to remember to put his own health before the entertainment of others.
Construction workers in Des Moines, Iowa, took some time off of their road work to become heroes to a family of ducks. 14 of the ducklings were trapped beneath a storm drain, separated from their mother on Locust Street in East Village neighborhood. Some employees of nearby shops got help from the construction workers, who got on their bellies and began plucking the ducklings out from the sewer. When the babies fell through the quacks,
It was all hands on duck.
and even though the workers had to get up at the quack of dawn,
They still pulled out the babies by the duck load.
thank you for watching today's CNN10.